Hi guys, Andrea Mills here. Today I thought I would share with you guys what our summer schedule is. I've had a few people asking about how we approach summertime. We are just now in our second week off for summer break. We start always the first Thursday after the first day of fall. So this fall starts. The first day of fall is September 22nd, which is actually on a Thursday, so that'll be our first day back to school after our summer break. So we got like, I'm not sure, 9 or 10 more weeks of summer left. So we're just kind of getting started, and it was actually surprising to me because our first day after we started summer break, I went into Walmart that day, and Tom and I had stopped in there on our date night. And we saw that they already had their back to school signs starting. They were hanging them up and starting to put back to school stuff out already. And I'm like, wow, we literally just started our summer break and it's already time for thinking about back to school stuff, I guess, for some people anyways. So I guess I'll just tell you that we operate on 12-week terms. So we do 12 weeks of school, starting that, right after the fall season, the actual autumn season starts. Then we do 12 weeks of school, and then that brings us right up to about Christmas time. So then we will take usually 2 weeks off for a Christmas break. This last year I took an extra week because it was going to put us back to school like right at January 1st, and I wanted to wait another week, so we ended up taking a 3-week Christmas break this year, but just however it falls. Usually it's 2 weeks. Then we'd go 12 more weeks for the winter season and have a week off, which falls right at Easter and beginning of spring. And so then we have a week off there, and then we go 12 more weeks, and then that brings us right up to the end of spring, and we are, ready to start summer break when the actual, summer solstice begins. That's when our summer break is. So we actually are off for summer break on actual summer season. This year we did start a week late because of taking that extra week at Christmas. So it put the rest of our stuff like a week behind. So, but that's generally how we do it. Once we were ready to start our summer break, I had a little meeting with the kids, and we sat at the table and we talked about the upcoming summer and things that everybody wants to do, because I always like to make sure that we hit all the highlights for everybody if we can. And I'm not talking like major stuff. I'm just talking like somebody wanted to go fishing once. We just make a list. I just write down anything anybody says that seems like, oh, I'd like to try to do this summer. Made a list, and then we set some family goals for the summer. So I'm going to show you our family goals, and then I will show you the actual kind of schedule that we are on for summer. Okay, so this is our family goals page that I printed out, and this is not laminated, but I probably will laminate it so that it can survive 3 months on the refrigerator. Otherwise it'll like fall apart. But I divided it up into people, places, and projects, and sometimes when we do this I have a fourth section called play, just because that's all P words and it makes it funner. But basically this is our goal chart for the summer. So these are the people we wanted to visit. We have all the grandparents on here at least one time, and then we would like to try to have someone new over 3 times if we can. This is just a goal. If it doesn't happen, it's fine, but that's our goal. And then we'll put a sticker on here. So after we go visit Grandma Jane at the nursing home, we will put a sticker on, and if we have somebody new over, then we'll put a sticker on. So that's just kind of a way to help us remember some of the things that we want to do and feel like we're making some progress. Our next section was places that we want to go, and this one we get to mark off already because we did that, well, like we always do for our end of the school year party thing. And then this is the lake that's by our house or near where we live, so we want to go there. We want to go visit Devil's Tower. That's a national monument that's near here. Want to go to see Camden's house. That's my sister's family, and they like to go camping. We are planning a trip to California this year to see some family. We have a river nearby. The kids would like to go visit down there. This is a park that's about an hour and a half away. That's a fun place to go, so they'd like to go there. And they would like to go fishing this summer. And then these are projects that we've planned that we're working on. Right now, this is what we're working on, is mulching the garden. So we've actually been going out to my mother-in-law's house and chipping up a big pile of tree limbs that she has out there. And I think I'll make a video. I'll put a video up of the excitement that we've had making mulch. So all of these things may or may not actually get done this summer, but I think if you've watched some of my videos, you'll see a while back I had made a list of all of the projects that need to be done, and then I picked out some that we're really going to try to focus on and put them on here. And this is in no particular order, but sometimes, you know, it's just nice when you have a little time to work on something to have a plan, something I can look at and say, okay, let's work on this for a little while. So this will hang on the refrigerator then, like I said, and we will just mark it off with stickers over the summer and see how many of these things that we can do. This is our summer schedule. Most of the days are pretty similar. You can kind of see that they all follow the same pattern. That makes it easy. The basic plan is to get up in the morning and get ready. This is kind of from my perspective. The kids get out of bed whenever they feel like it, except for our son Thomas. He has to be up and ready by 9 o'clock to open our store that's in the house here and be ready to help customers. But the other kids that are younger don't have any particular time they have to get up. So I want to get outside and working on outdoor projects before it gets very hot. So I scheduled time from 8 to 10 in the morning to be working on outdoor projects. If I'm not up in time for that or ready in time for that, I just get outside whenever I am ready and I work on that. So today I picked all the garlic and onions that was left out in our garden from last year. Claudia was born last August and I didn't get a lot of the stuff picked, and I want to get that garden box mulched. So I got everything picked out of there and cleaned and ready to eat. So anyways, whatever outdoor projects, so that's when we work on that, and the kids come out if they want and help. Then from 10 to 11 is where I have been getting the kids, the little guys, like dressed and ready, since I want to get outside right away. I nurse Claudia before I go out and change their diapers, but I don't necessarily take the time to get them dressed and get their hair combed and all that, because that takes about half of an hour to get everybody taken care of, and I don't want to waste the time here that when the weather's cool doing all that. So I just wait. I put it after I've already been outside, and then I take care of it. Then I scheduled an hour to work at my desk so I can either work on any paperwork or school stuff that I want to do. I have a list of projects that I want to get done, like cleaning up the file cabinet, like all my files, and my laptop really needs some attention as far as all the pictures and documents I have on there. I need to get those organized. So this is what I set aside time to do that, or for working on videos also. Then we have an hour for lunch, and that's for cooking, and cooking and eating, and then afterwards we do a chore list. After lunch chores are done, then we're putting the little guys down for naps, and then I'm reading aloud to the other kids. We're reading a book on making plant medicine right now, and then they have been doing just a short narration so that they can keep up with their handwriting, and we're working on some cursive with a couple of the boys. My daughter, I just have her do an oral narration, so she's not really writing much. But anyways, then from 2 to 5 I'm working on indoor projects, so whatever my list of stuff is that I'm doing, that's the time of the day I have set aside. And during all of that time here, the kids are free to do whatever it is that they would like to do. Then we have our supper hour, and the hour after supper, it just depends on what Monday it is. I have different things, like one on the first Monday of the month we all play the card game Magic together. The second and fourth ones I go visit my grandma, and then the third one is the little club I have with my girls. We call each a fellowship. So that's what Monday is. The other nights, on Tuesday we have game night. Wednesday we try to go to the park or something like that. Thursday Tom makes pizza that night and we watch a show called Naruto. And Friday Tom and our oldest son go play Magic, and everyone else kind of just has free time that night, and then free time on Saturday. So then after that we still try to spend, well, not when I go see grandma, but on the other nights we still try to spend an hour just playing outside or working in the garden together. And then we do our hour of getting our chores done, and then whoever's turn it is for a shower will take one then before the kids go to bed. So we used to do these chores, or during the school year we do these chores in the morning, but I decided to go ahead and do them at night so that I could devote this time to being outside and not having to get inside to get chores done. The only day that's really a lot different is Wednesday. So I have a shorter amount of time to be outside. Then I have to get the little guys ready because we go to the library on Wednesdays. So, you know, everything had to scooch up a little bit. Then I have a shorter time working at my desk on Wednesdays. And then Wednesday afternoon I always do some sort of bigger desk work project. So on the first and third weeks I do all of Tom's business paperwork. And also on the first one, that's when I pay our bills for the month. Then the second Wednesday is when I try to plan some sort of a fun trip for me and the kids to go do something. So that's when we might try to go do one of these types of things. And then the last Wednesday of every month is my monthly shopping trip. Unless there's, sometimes there's 5 Wednesdays. So, you know, we actually will insert that here, and it'll be the 5th Wednesday that becomes my shopping day, and the 4th one will be just, you know, whatever we want to do. We will be also spending some of that reading time after lunch, going over things that I really want to work on with the kids. Like, we'll talk about our routines, and we're gonna do some lessons on hygiene and things like that this summer. So kind of some of the things that I would like to focus on during the school year, but things kind of get crazy. Then I kind of save that kind of stuff for the summertime when I can work at a more leisurely pace with them. And so we're just gonna go over practicing our routines and talking about all that kind of stuff. I also might do work on nature notebooks with them, and maybe some art lessons and things like that. So I if those are the things that we're gonna do, then it will take longer than our half hour that I have allotted. But the routine is just a guide. It's not the ruler and master. So anyways, that is what we're doing this summer. And if you want to see how I make my schedules in Microsoft Word, I will put a link here at the end of the video so that you guys can watch that. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again soon.